wanna know a secret?
So I have a very interesting news story for you guys, and Take-Two Interactive, which is the parent company of Rockstar Games who created Grand Theft Auto 5, have sent 2 private investigators over to a modder's house. And yes, a modder's house, just a random individual who was making mods on their game, and private investigators legitimately turned up on his doorstep and told him that they were going to arrest him, cease and desist him, made him aware of the legal standing Rockstar Games had over him in order for him to stop creating the mods he was creating for Grand Theft Auto 5. Now if you are intrigued in the story, then be sure to smack that like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel as you'll never miss out on more stories like this. But essentially what had been going on is this modder was creating his own private server for Grand Theft Auto 5, and this server was called FiveM. Now if you guys are in the modding industry, you would have definitely heard of FiveM. It was a work in progress which an individual or a team of people were creating in order to make a private online experience for modders to bring their mods into Grand Theft Auto Online. Now this wasn't going to be any sort of public server, it wasn't going to be one of those things where you could just join into multiplayer and see loads of mods everywhere. It was private, enclosed and hosted by individuals in order to test their mods out in Grand Theft Auto Online. It was a bit of fun at first, and it would just allow modders to breathe a bit more in Grand Theft Auto 5, and it was just a bit of fun. It's just something they wanted to work on. But Rockstar Games saw the potential in this, and they realized that once this server would be released and once FiveM would be completed, players could potentially, eventually, find a way to pirate Grand Theft Auto 5 and release it to other users online for absolutely free or for a lower price, and of course the money would go to those pirating the game. This would be very bad news for Rockstar Games, and although this wasn't the intention of FiveM, and although they didn't originally want FiveM, or they don't want FiveM to be a pirating online multiplayer experience, they saw the potential in this, and they saw it could be done. Hence why Rockstar Games sent private investigators over to these guys, and they essentially told him their legal standing, and they said they don't want to arrest him, but they will if they have to, unless he steps down. They awarded him with a cease and desist, they put him on a phone call with someone very high up in Take-Two Interactive, and they essentially said exactly what will happen unless he steps down. Now unfortunately, he didn't say whether he did or didn't step down, but I'm guessing he did step down, or at least he stopped working on the FiveM servers for now, and anyone else who is affiliated with these servers were banned from the Rockstar Games social club pretty much permanently online. So anyone who's affiliated with these servers, anyone who has some interest in these servers, have been banned from Grand Theft Auto 5 already. So that has been happening before, and that has been a news story before, but the actual person behind this project was pretty much awarded a cease and desist by private investigators, and he was given a very big scare from Take-Two Interactive. Now according to this guy, he's had other experience with Activision as well, he's had lawsuits against him as well, so this isn't the first time it's happened to him, so I'm sure he isn't as shook up as anyone else would be. But this is pretty interesting to show Rockstar Games actually fear the modding industry as competition. It's crazy to think that one of their kind of highly interested communities are competition to Rockstar Games, because of course if they have their own online multiplayer experience, that means Rockstar Games aren't making any money from it. So no matter how many people join into them servers, because they're individually hosted, Rockstar Games are not making any money from that, which is why Rockstar Games awarded this cease and desist. But I can confirm that all of the multiplayer servers are staying up. I don't know where the rumor came from, but some articles were claiming that the multiplayer servers were taken down, and that they were taking down the multiplayer servers. The person working on multiplayer was given a cease and desist. This is completely twisted. The multiplayer servers are not going down. 8 million people sign into them every single week. I can guarantee we are not going to be seeing the multiplayer servers be taken down for a very long time in Grand Theft Auto Online. Grand Theft Auto Online is one of the most profitable things, if not the most profitable thing for Rockstar Games. So that's the last thing they want to do, hence why they awarded the cease and desist, to make sure any competition was eliminated, especially this modder working on FiveM. So guys, I want to know your thoughts in the comments section below. Do you think the person creating the multiplayer service FiveM was stepping too far, or do you think that Rockstar Games was stepping too far? Personally, I can see both sides of the story. Of course, Rockstar Games want to eliminate as much competition as they can, and something like this may be a little bit too far to do in Grand Theft Auto 5, like creating your own online multiplayer server. That kind of seems a bit too far, but at the same time, This is just creativity in the game, and this shows some of the greatest interest in Grand Theft Auto 5. But I gotta give Rockstar Games respect. Before you start hating on Take-Two and Rockstar Games, to be honest with them, they didn't file anything against this guy. They didn't charge him with anything. They didn't arrest him. They warned him, which is what I respect about them. They didn't do anything to him. They just warned him. They told him everything which will happen unless he steps down. So I gotta give Rockstar Games respect for that. But like I said, you can go and read the article down in the description below. Make what you can of it and let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. But multiplayer servers are staying up, and it's just very bad news for the person working behind FiveM. If you are affiliated with FiveM at all, then expect a social club ban sometime soon. Rockstar Games are doing it to anyone they find out who is affiliated with this multiplayer program. But guys, I hope you did enjoy the video, and if you did, be sure to smack that like button and don't forget to subscribe.